Welcome to Platinum Autographs. My name is Daryl, and today I'm going to show you a video of a Darth Vader unboxing that is kind of sentimental to me as a kid. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's get into it. So what I did was I did purchase this autograph. This is not the autograph I purchased, but I think you've seen in a book that I had. This was my very first autograph that I ever received. I received this back in 1979. My parents owned a silk screening company that you print on hats, t-shirts, jackets, and they would go to trade shows once a year. We would go to like Dallas, Houston. One time we went to Miami. The one year we went to New Orleans, and it was kind of busy, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, they started playing Darth Vader's march music. Dun, 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 and they played it over the loudspeakers, and walking through the entire venue was Darth Vader. My brother, Randy, who is an awesome guy, scooped me up, grabbed me, and we ran to the table where he was at. We were like 30 or 40th in line, and he stood there with me. And at that time, this was 1979, I was 7. I was 7 years old, and I was kind of, like. So anyway, all these years, I have never known who this individual was until about 2 weeks ago. I received an email, or I received a email, and it was from a company called Cool Waters. And I didn't understand what it was, so I'm reading the email. And what the email was is that it's the gentleman who was in this outfit. And I'm going to read a little bit. Hopefully we won't make this too long. They sent it in a very nice package. It says, do not bend, do not bend. It's like 1/4-inch plywood, very thick, as you guys can see. There's only one autograph in here. So in this, we'll pull this out, and it's pretty impressively done. So there's that. That's my notes for you guys. And they sent it in the heavy cardboard, so I could build a shed out of it. And they sent a 15% card in this. And in the card, they have all their different items that they have. And it is Cool Water Sports, if you guys want to see it. Pause it, look at it, check them out. I think this is pretty cool. So what it is that it is the official Bryce Eller collection. And if you were kids back in the 70s and 80s and you had a poster like this hanging on your wall of Darth Vader, this is the gentleman that was in the costume. Is the man who donned the Darth Vader costume on countless live appearances from the 70s and 80s. Without Bryce's live portrayals of his iconic character, the Lord Vader may have never been as large as it was. Bryce appeared as the Sith Lord during the Chinese Man Theater in Hollywood's Hand and Footprint ceremony on August 3rd, 1977. To this day, it is Bryce's footprints wearing Vader's boots and Bryce's Darth Vader signature that millions see in front of the infamous theater in Los Angeles. This costume was one of 8 Darth Vader outfits that were used in the production of the Star Wars movies. And that's what I always thought as a kid. I always thought this, because they didn't have cosplays and stuff like that like they do now. You couldn't go onto Amazon and buy the entire Darth Vader costume for like $500 and be Darth Vader for the week. You only got this from the production. And I remember him walking. It's funny the things that you remember. I remember hearing him signing the autograph, and you could hear the rub of the leather as he wrote. It's certain things that I remember. But this, again, this is what started my whole entire autograph collection. It is Darth. it is Bryce's Darth Vader signature that adorned millions of walls on room walls. I lost my place. He did special events, charity events, malls appearances, and even a parade in Northern California, where the first appearance of Boba Fett was made. Darth Vader was also on the Donnie and Marie show and was on the Academy Awards to help accept the Oscar award from John Muller, who won for Best Costume Design for Darth Vader. He was on stage to accept the statue as Darth Vader. I'm kind of skimming over this so it's not too boring. But anyway, he stood at 6'5", and he did the different events and stuff. He left the appearances behind in the late 80s and went on to have a career. He also walked away as a lead singer in a band and a bass player. He went to school and became an IT architect and engineer, a lifelong job he had until 2020. He never shared his experience with his coworkers about being Darth Vader, remaining very private, and it was a fond memory to hold for himself. Cool Waters is proud to be the official management company for the appearances and autographs. The first official signing took place January 13th, 2026. Of course, Bruno signed. They're excited not to only have him signed as Darth Vader, but his name as well. So, which is kind of an interesting autograph. I was always curious who the person was. So with Cool Waters, what they do is that they send you a autograph photo of him autographing the photo, and they send it in a top loader. You could have gotten different autograph photos. You could have purchased the one that I purchased, which I will show you. The one that is here in this blank spot is this photo here, but it's obviously a remake. This, again, you can tell it's all torn up. This is 77. You can get different Funko Pops, and you can get different variations of the pictures of him as Darth Vader. They put it in the top loader, but this is the Bryce Eller autograph as Darth Vader, the person in the costume. It is the same costume that he is wearing, and I'm very excited to get this. This is like hugely nostalgic. I think it is fantastic what they did with it. I'm trying to get this to set in here just right somehow. Anyway, this is going to go into my collection. It's awesome. You guys will probably see it flipping through for the weekly updates. But anyway, that's pretty cool. I love it. I think it's great. Check it out. Add it to your collection. I think it's a fantastic thing. And that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.